Alright, let's get this started. For some reason, and I don't know why, it just doesn't want to do full screen mode. Nope. Nope. Okay, first, before we do anything, I need to get through the memorandums. The dragons, an enigmatic and powerful creature reigning supreme at the top of the ecosystem, king of all monsters. They are known as dragons. With their overpowering strength, they could wipe out an entire fleet of military golem runners as easily as breathing. Best not to get on their bad side. Many are believed to possess colossal scaled bodies with membranous wings and raptor-like talons, but due to lack of personal encounters, the exact details remain unknown. In some areas, they are thought to be mythic creatures of legend and are even revered on occasions as gods. Magla Hollow. Magla is not uniformly concentrated in the atmosphere, existing more like patches of smoke or fog in the air. As such, Magla is dense in some areas and extremely thin in others. One could say the Magla was hollowed out. Such areas provide reprieve from especially dense Magla, as the likelihood of encountering organisms affected or frenzied by Magla is significantly lessened. Alright, Kingdom of Uchronia. A union of allied kingdoms spans the Kingdom of Uchronia, the Principality of Oceania, and the Principality of Monterio. Uchronia being the suzerain, with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king, Hythlodaeus, was the United Nations' first ruler and is often referred to as the Founder King. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents, and ships can only set anchor from the southern inland sea, where otherwise the swift currents are less violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas, and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is Grand Trad, the largest city of the kingdom, located in north-central Uchronia. The most widespread religion is Sanctism, established as the state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, Hythlodaeus V. Royal capital Grand Trad, the nation's largest city, capital of both the Kingdom of Uchronia and the United Kingdoms at large, also referred to as the royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of the royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a site which has long been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. A defensive fort on the northern edge of Uchronian territory, also bordering the country of Oceania to the west. Built before the kingdom's unification, this old stronghold has outlived its political and strategical relevance and is most often used as a training ground for new soldiers. Nord Mines, a mine dug in the hills of northwest Uchronia. Due to the abundance of high-quality magma crystals, the mining efforts had long been run under the king's direct authority. However, some sort of catastrophic incident occurred several years ago, costing many lives and the mine was temporarily closed until the cause of the incident could be removed. However, the mine's remain shattered even now and are generally thought of as abandoned. Nevertheless, as ample magma veins still remain and the mine's entrance was never sealed off, the past years have seen a reliable influx of daredevils who come seeking their instant fortune in the mine's remaining prizes, which has led to its own associated problems. Tree. 17, Patrick, these three, so it's 20. Halia, a mountain village governed by House Palladius, the family of Leon Stroll. Not wishing to take part in the extravagant lifestyle of most nobles, Stroll's parents were modest in their governance and considerate to their people. However, when a human suddenly attacked 7 years ago, the village was reduced to rubble after petitions for the state army's aid went unanswered. Stroll's parents lost their lives, saving their son and their people. Today, the village remains uninhabited, no trace of its former self remaining. A hidden village whose name and location are kept secret from the world. The prince, afflicted by a curse, is being sheltered and given treatment here. This is also where Will and Gallica were issued their secret mission. An assassination attempt on the prince 12 years ago. Assailants infiltrated the palace to attack the prince as he was sleeping, catching the royal guard by surprise with their sudden appearance within the secured grounds. Though these loyal guards gave panicked chase, they ultimately made a cataclysmic blunder. Not only did they allow the prince to be harmed, they failed to capture the assailants or even ascertain their identities. The assailant who made direct contact with the prince was a mage who fled the palace after casting a high-level curse. Thanks to the efforts of the royal healers, the prince avoided an untimely demise, but they were unable to free him from this affliction. To the royal guards who fought the band of assassins, the only clue regarding the identity of the mage was they were patently not an adult. The assailant was able to arrange a sneak attack within the palace, had a masterful command of high-level curse magic, and the appearance of a child. By all accounts, the only person to match these unique criteria was Louise, who was afterwards strongly condemned by all in the palace. However, no evidence could be found, and justice is still yet to be served. And here's my problem, right? Louise, same thing. There's no evidence saying it was definitively him. And like I've said, I think I said this last episode, but it makes no sense for him to do this from a narrative perspective. I'll do these 6, and then I'll get started with the actual episode. Elder tribe, the 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, they are condemned by the Sanctus Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the Church. Their population is so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clemar's horns or the Rosant's long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bear no such distinguishing feature, and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Which I find hilarious. Not funny as in, oh, look at. No, it's like. It's like, even in a world where. You have, like, people who have specific capabilities, and yet you still, like, have rampant racism. Like, there are only 9 tribes, and there's, I don't know how many different ethnicities here on Earth, and yet the racism is still just as bad, if not even worse in some cases. Clemar tribe. The Clemar tribe composes the largest population in all the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns, which grow on both sides of their heads. Clemars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which has essentially made them average. The Ukrainian royal family of Clemar and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clemars to internalize the belief that they are the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. I don't know if that's spelled right or if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Clemars value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. I know I bring it up, but it's like, what if there was a Clemar who was on the autism spectrum? Like, how badly would he clash against others? Oh dear God. Then we have the Rosant, Parapus, Rogue, and Prince of Eucarnia to get through. One of the most populous tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to the Clemar, large pointed ears are their most distinguishing feature. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rosant women are stronger than most of men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Clemar, and the two tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rosant? Wait, is it Rosant or Rosant? Pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament, obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. So they're basically jocks. Well, no. Okay, let me rephrase. They're stereotypical jocks. I actually haven't met too many athletic people who kind of embody their stereotype, actually, which is kind of cool, honestly. Props to you for not doing what Hollywood thinks you should. A tribe recognizable by bestial ears and tail, there are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold color skin, not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism, for better or for worse. They are drawn to parties and festivities, and while this happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. I have the feeling they were, like, having seen what I've seen, it kind of reminds me of, like, voodoo culture. Like, it's all about celebration. It's weird to explain, and granted, I'm a white dude. I don't know much about voodoo culture. But, like, the actual religion tied to voodoo is, in comparison to other religions, it tends to play jump rope with the line between life and death and how it should be celebrated. Due to this stereotype, they are often looked down upon by other tribes, which prevent them from securing a foothold in politics, despite being nearly as populous as the Razant and the Clemar tribes. The discrimination against them is especially obvious in large cities. Roag, a tribe whose members have longer lifespans, some living more than twice as long as average of other tribes. They age at the same pace until adolescence, spending the remainder of their lives in middle and old age. Perhaps as a result, the Roag tribe conjures images of the elderly in many minds. In seniority-based society, Roags often hold high positions due to their longevity. They place great value in eventually passing down their knowledge and purpose, so much so that they're known to remember favors as well as hold grudges for 3 generations. Though many Roag have unique markings on their face, they are not born with them. They are a form of traditional makeup. So I guess it's fair to say that this game was heavily inspired by, like, medieval England, or just Europe in general, which makes certain things in this game make sense. Prince of Eucrodia, the son and heir to the throne of King Pathodeus V, more than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. And we can finish the rest of this later. We need to get a move on. Because I'm pretty sure I just wasted a bunch of time. About 13 or 19 minutes.
Huh? I'm pretty sure I fell asleep.
Well, then it's just as I thought. While you're asleep, our connection is much stronger.
I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. You can watch the cutscene.
You wield your magic with ever more confidence. Splendid. As I mentioned previously, the archetype grows and develops anew through encounters with others. Look for those bearing the nobility and presence of the heroes and kings of old. More virtuous than the weight of any crown or medal is the burden you place on your own path forward. The more comrades and supporters who stand beside you, the more your power will deepen as you soar to new heights. One day, if the people join hands and seize the freedom to decide their own future with their own power just as you do, that is my ideal world.
Hold on. What do you mean, supporters? We're trying to keep out of the public eye here.
I mentioned before, did I not? There is no hero without allies, only a single voice in opposition. In other words, even archetypes have their own strengths and weaknesses. They'll be of little use if used thoughtlessly. Life and death are seconds apart on the battlefield. Be attentive, mindful, and strategic. Only then can you emerge victorious. When you feel unsure how to proceed, I recommend you stop, assess your surroundings, and think. The smallest observation is often our greatest inspiration. Well, it's almost dawn. I will be watching with great anticipation. Until we meet again. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 4 days remain.
I has returned.
Good.
Already then, let's hit the road. We're going to Grand Track. We'll need to catch a carriage if we want to make it to the royal capital.
Let's go.
We can wait no longer. Are you ready?
Great.
Let's go to Grand
Let's
Track.
move out.
Great, let's get moving then.
Escaping the dragon's threat in the Nord mines, the party shakes their pursuers amidst the discovery of great powers. To make up for lost time, they risk hiring a coach to secret them the rest of the way to the capital. The royal funeral draws ever closer. 2 days remain.
Finally, we found a ride. Looks like we should make it in time for the funeral after all.
Last time we rode in a public carriage, it was hit by bandits. A pack of Louise zealots, too, if I remember. Talk about a nasty surprise.
You've come a ways since then. Any bandits who set on us now are in for a nasty surprise.
Reminds me of the road to the fort. Sitting there in the cart. Never could have imagined you and I would be the only survivors. Strange. How fast life can change.
True. We both did well,
to make it
though.
out.
Yes, we certainly did.
The last couple days have certainly been eventful. Almost feels like everything we thought we knew about the world was wrong.
Well, plenty of people live their lives without taking a single step outside their city. But we haven't the luxury of ignorance, I suppose.
We're almost to the capital. Quiet now, and stay sharp.
Stay sharp.
Milady, welcome back, and thank you for making the trip.
After so long, I am only surprised anyone remained here who yet remembered me.
So I will say this. There are going to be some very conventionally attractive characters in this game. Some more than others. If I show this to anyone, please, for the love of God, control yourself. Control yourself, please. Also, if you say any of the younger characters are attractive, I will throw you through a glass window. I've had to do that before. It was fun.
Surely you jest, milady.
Pay me no mind. I heard of the king's death. The skyline is full of unfamiliar figures. 'Tis a testament to how long I've been away.
It's the guard that's changed the most. It's just chaos and politics there, arguing over matters of succession. Feels like we've lost sight of who we're even protecting. Not to mention talk of monsters at the border. We've nowhere near enough soldiers to deal with them on top of everything else.
After tomorrow, the city will calm. Once the formality of the funeral is past, a new king will be crowned. After which, I suppose there'll be no further need of a search party. Not many even remember we were searching in the first place.
The royal funeral draws ever closer. One day remains. Escaping the Nord mines, the party hailed a horse-drawn coach and returns now to Grand Trad, capital of Uchronia, the day before the royal funeral. As they gaze upon the city, flags of mourning fluttering in the wind, the magnitude of their mission exacts its toll on the heart.
Careful now, watch your step.
Oh, we're finally here. Oh, it's good to be back on the Captain's really something, isn't
The
it?
fog's rolling in. Rain's the last thing we need.
Can this funeral withstand more misfortune? I've heard they don't have enough soldiers to keep the peace.
Oh, it'll be fine. All the aristocrats are bringing their own personal guards. I imagine boredom's the worst we need to worry about.
Not necessarily. I mean, most of the guards, both personal and from the actual military, are probably just going to prioritize the aristocrats should anything happen. The common folk will probably get attacked or used as bait or as meat shields. If anyone's watching, for those of you who think I'm being a bit pessimistic, no, I'm being realistic. Because let's be 100% honest. If the ruling class in our world could, they would definitely use us as meat for grinders.
Let's
Hell,
not draw attention to
they'd
ourselves.
probably make it a delicacy. Instead of calling cannibalism, it's peasant d'oeuvres. Peasant hors d'oeuvres or something stupid.
There's a hostelry tucked at the back of Sunshade Row, the Hushed Honeybee Inn. We'll talk details once we're there.
Here we go.
That's terribly unfair.
Alright, so the game won't let us wander just yet, so we have to
That's
keep
terribly unfair.
to the assigned route. But we can still talk to certain people.
Stop!
May I ask that you step away from the accumulator? That goes double for one of your tribe. Accumulator? Looks like you don't know anything.
What do
How
you think you're
pathetic.
playing at?
If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work. Okay. Rude. That's just really, really rude.
Ugh, come off it.
No, and Hilda again. Ugh, and it's the same one that was spoken about earlier too. You dare show yourself here just as the royal funeral is taking place? Oh, this is a bad omen. Hurry up and get out of here. Your kind will only make the Magma stronger. Wow, this lady's want to talk. It's not like she can actually tell how much Magla is in there. True. True.
Hey!
What's this then? You come to pick this one over too? Hate to tell you, but he's got nothing worth taking. Is he alright? What, never seen somebody hit by this before? Just look at him. Of course he's not alright. I think someone moves him along during the day, but come night he's always around these parts, moaning like a ghoul. Waste of sympathy trying to look out for these types, not exactly a rare sight in town. You know, he seems like the type to advocate for stuff, but then say stuff like that behind closed doors. This journey was a rough one. I came across a horde of goblins, thought I was gonna die. I suppose it is reckless to be in this line of work with just a plain old horse-drawn carriage. If only I had a gauntlet runner. Wait, what's the point of complaining to an Elba? I must be more exhausted than I thought.
Just pathetic.
Look, I don't give a toss who's king. I just want some coin.
So this is Sunshade Row. Seems a fine place to disappear from prying eyes. But where's the inn? You suppose we should ask around? I already know where it is, but sure. Just to get more information. When will the next execution be? Oh, I can't wait. The last video was a sight to behold. It's not often you get to see such pathetic cowering. Okay, this is just messed up. I'm gonna be 100% honest. When I first played this game, I didn't look at all the civilian conversations. So I only got a glimpse at how bad this was. This is not okay. What is that?
Do you need something?
The hushed honeybee inn. Only bad sorts of folks in there, you know. Well, go at your own risk. I won't stop you. You know the narrow alley behind the right side of the gallows? Go down that and there will be some stairs. It's at the end of the way. Pompous man. That accursed landlord. Told him my mother comes tomorrow and he still springs all this work on me.
Hey.
Hey you, fancy a riddle? Where is one sure to find the kind-hearted in this country? No idea. Right on the gallows. Right up on those gallows there. Yes, the people hanging there are good, virtuous people. The true villain never faces judgment, no matter their crimes.
Well...
By the way, you're not from the capital, are you? What brings you to this cesspool of a city?
Yeah.
The honeybee. What business might one have there? There's all this, black magla. I know it's magla because it's literally, the little pieces of blue in the air. It's all around. Contentious man. Don't look at me, Elda.
Crowd on this street looks pretty rough.
Watch out for pickpockets. You can bet they'll all see you as an easy mark.
All right then.
It's just... Gloom or Gloom Hall.
What is it? Hi, you there?
What are you doing here? This ain't a place for a guy of your stature. Hold on, Nelda? I see, so that's why. What do you mean? Take a look around, mate. The people who gather here have a little something in common. An elder like you, a parapist like us. I won't pry, but it's safe to say we've all through the ringer we have. We've all been through the ringer we have.
Oh.
Oh.
Grius, we heard all the soldiers at the fort got annihilated, but not you, I see, you stubborn old goat. About that, don't you worry. Nearly all of Sunshade rose and you're dead. None of us here will go running our mouths now.
Oh.
This place.
This is the hushed honeybee inn. Finally, a place to get a proper rest. Something good's cooking too, I can smell it. Let's hurry inside.
You're back.
Papa, welcome home.
Well, hello, my Maria. I trust you've been staying out of trouble. These are, well, new recruits. Just enlisted.
So young. It's good to meet you. I'm Fabienne. This inn is my business and my home. Manners, Maria.
Welcome.
Hey, I'm wasting away over here. Where's my order?
Maria, could you handle that?
Yes, right away.
You're back sooner than I thought. Something happened.
Something bad. Barely any survivors.
I see.
I didn't know Grius had a daughter.
I know I've already asked so much of you, but would you mind looking after Maria a little while longer?
Of course. It wouldn't be the honeybee without her.
I was just checking the time
As
real
for the
quick.
rest of you, after braving the frontiers with this curmudgeon, I'm sure you would welcome a warm supper.
Once we're done, we'll head upstairs.
I will admit, I do find Fabienne to be conventionally attractive.
It's so good.
Oh, spicy. I can't feel my tongue.
Oh, pipe down and eat, boy.
That was delicious, especially the meat. I wasn't expecting it to have such a kick, but it grows on you fast.
Red grass roasted beedow. Bird meat. One of her hometown specialities. She's risked a lot to shelter me and to help the resistance. I owe her more than I can say.
You said we were short-handed, but are we really the only ones?
I know we've plenty of independent agents fighting in their own ways, but it seems none could avail themselves to us, which means we're the only ones who can do this.
Still, killing Luis. That's not going to be an easy feat.
Grius, do you have a plan? Fill us in.
Midway through the funeral, in broad daylight. That's insane.
It's risky, to be sure, but we'll never find a better chance at confronting the man directly. Don't worry. I'll be the only one getting close to him. I'll need you to draw Luis's attention from a different location. All I need is an opening.
That's what I'm worried about. Grius, you have a kid. Like, I get it, she has Fabienne, but that's going to kill Maria if something happens to you. This isn't even a suicide mission. It's fucking... I am sorry, I did not mean to curse. It's stupid. Like... This is a bad, bad idea. And I already can tell we're not going to be able to talk you out of it.
Don't rely on your fancy powers for this, all right? It'll attract too much attention. Killing a man and slaying a beast are two very different things. This is all I need.
You're joking. You and that kitchen knife against an archmage. Isn't there anything we can do to help?
No, you'll just get in the way. Besides, this kitchen knife can slit his throat like the swine he is. A fast kill, if not a clean one. It's nothing I've not done before. Give me my opening, and the man's dead.
Alright.
Alright. Not much of a choice, I suppose.
One last thing. Keep Maria company a while, would you? The girl gets lonely on her own.
Aren't you at least going to tuck her in?
You've got to prepare tonight. Too much still needs doing. And best that it's done as far from her as possible.
And there's his fatherly side, I suppose. Sorry, but I'm going to bed early. I need a full night's rest if I don't want to be a liability.
Well, we've all been short on time to ourselves, but I'd feel bad leaving Maria all alone. Shall we go check in on her, at least?
Look at that. What now?
So I'm gonna get to a certain point and then end it right before we attend the funeral, because that section is a cutscene and then there's a battle you can't save at all, so I wouldn't be able to stop in the middle of it. Well, not battle, dungeon. Dungeon is a better way to put it.
Did you need something?
So. Can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
You can't relax? Your job must be hard. Oh, I just remembered. Papa said you have a strange book, and that I should ask to see it.
You like books, huh?
Well, I haven't ever seen one before, so I was wondering what they're like.
Ow. Do you know how to read?
Do you know how to read?
Just a little.
Well, since you're here, let's all read it together, okay?
Really? Oh, but I still have work to do.
Don't worry, Maria. I can handle this crowd. You have fun reading upstairs.
Really?
Yes. You did a very good job today.
Let's read then.
And that is why Fabienne is best mom. All moms are good moms.
There's so many pictures. Are all books like this? Miss Fabienne taught me how to read a little. She said it helps with keeping the inn running.
That's pretty impressive that you know how to read.
Well, I can't do lots of hard words, but I like learning new ones. Plus, I like when people say I'm clever, so I've got to work really, really hard. Papa always says not to go into his room, so I wait for him a lot. I'm good at waiting.
You're strong.
You're a strong girl, Maria.
I know Papa's always busy with work, but I'm happy when he comes home. Thank you. It was fun talking to you.
Glad to hear it.
Glad to hear it.
Will you play with me again sometime? Then it's a promise. You're helping Papa with his job, aren't you? So, be safe. I've heard his job can be really dangerous.
She must be feeling anxious herself, but she's still concerned from the bottom of her heart about her mission. I feel comforted by Maria's kind words.
Maria. Within her dwells the virtue of the healer. Nurture thy bond with her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Thank you.
I can sense the heroic. You can now study the healer in academia. Try seeing what new powers await you.
I wonder if Papa will stay for longer this time. It'd be sad if he had to leave right away.
I'll ask him to stay.
Okay. I think I'll try to read a little bit more, and then I'll go find Miss Fabienne and go to bed. All right. I'll try to read this part now. In this country, the something king hears the voices of the city and protects their way of life. What's this say?
Society's purpose is to protect its citizens. This is a basic principle of this utopia. All are equal. All live in safety. And the rich and poor are as one. With no gaps, no conflict. All are friends, deserving of help. Basically, it's a place where there's no fighting. And everyone always gets along.
Wow. Where is this place? No one gets left alone there, right? I wish I could go. Can I read a little more?
We're probably not going to bed anytime soon.
Probably not. I would like to know
As dawn
that
breaks, so begins the procession to the Grand
it
Cathedral.
seems like an idealized version of our world.
The king's casket has left the castle. The procession will
And
take
I
the main
wish
streets to its
it could be
destination,
that
the Grand Cathedral. I'll have you blend in with the guards posted there. On my mark, you'll create a distraction. Draw Luis's attention.
What, with the soldiers? But our uniforms are...
I had Fabienne patch them up.
In the state they were in? That must have taken all night. Let me see.
Thanks for keeping Maria company yesterday. I'd appreciate if it wasn't the last time.
No problem.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I appreciate it. The girl just has trouble making friends is all.
I used to be the same way. Well, I still am. I did not know you could do that. Look at the Grand Cathedral. An enormous cathedral built in the royal capital around the time Sanctism was established as the state religion. The largest structure in the entire kingdom, it boasts a scale far surpassing any other Sanctus construction. The land on which it was built was the former cemetery for the Ukrainian royal family. The highest point of the building soars past the palace by a large margin. Many feel the comparative grandeur of the cathedral implies that the authority of Sanctism exceeds that of the royal family, which has nettled more than a few older citizens. Not only that, but I'm concerned that it could actually have ecological, damage. Because think about it. Grand Trad is effectively in a desert, right? Well, what if it wasn't always, and the sand had just passed over thanks to the wind? A building like the cathedral, in theory, could halt the wind from being as strong or carrying enough sand, and so it would just build up until eventually it all becomes desert.
We're going to split up as soon as we leave. At the Grand Cathedral, we'll pose as guards to cause a commotion. I leave the rest to you.
I'll see to everything here, don't worry.
Papa.
I'll be back tonight. Be a good girl while I'm gone, eh?
We can read a little more from my book, all right?
Really?
Once we're back, let's all have dinner together.
Yes, please.
Be careful.
See you soon.
Once it's over, we'll regroup back here at night. I'm counting on you.
We'll do our best. Right then. Let's get ourselves ready, then head for the Grand Cathedral.
Major facilities include the weapon shop, armor shop, general store, and magic shop.
Let's go.
I'm not going to really do any buying or selling right now.
That reminds me.
I don't really need to.
What is it?
Yeah.
And there's more.
Huh.
I don't know why, but I can sense Moore's presence over there. Does this mean that this place is peaceful enough that you can connect to academia? Come to think of it, I did find a new power. I should go to academia when I can. We're gonna head there right now.
No, where was I?
I can feel Moore's presence. Go to academia.
So, you've acquired a
It
new
would
archetype.
indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholly encourage you to examine its abilities here. More. Thank you for coming. You seem to be walking your own path.
Well then.
As I expected you would. I realize this is sudden, but there's something I wanted to ask of you regarding the power you are gifted with. About archetypes.
What?
I have a test I'd like you to complete. What do you mean by task?
Alright.
To stand fearless in the face of danger. That may not only alter your form, but reveal the heroic qualities you embody. That indeed is the truth of archetypes. The heroes of our kingdom's history all showed glimpses of such power, though not to the extent you have, yet now their tales are largely forgotten, fables and obscurity. A hero standing alone is no hero at all, but a simple dissenter. Without the support of others, their ideas are soon buried beneath history's weight, and their lives go unfinished. The same holds true for archetypes. An archetype will only reach their true potential. If you could achieve this, my dream too shall be fulfilled. In this way, I'm sure we could take the first step toward the ideal world I described in my novel.
Because you see,
researching this power is vital for me as well. For our first task, I'd like you to cultivate the heroic embodiment of the healer. I'm certain the task will be a fruitful opportunity for you to hone what draws others to you. That is to say, your outward leverage.
This one's important.
Moore's task, forward and prologue. To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge Louise the Archmage. I should raise the healer archetype to rank 10. This can be completed by anyone. Heroes Incense 3 increases imagination.
Please.
You need but complete your task and speak to me. That act alone will grant me boundless understanding. Leave it to me. Thank you for coming so quickly to your decision.
Yes, that's right.
A confrontation with your nemesis is inevitable, is it not? For all your plans and devices, one day you will have to face and fight Count Louise.
But for that...
To that end, you must seek to awaken new and stronger archetypes, and research the way their powers complement each other. Chance encounters are often spur a hero to grow and indeed change the very world around them. As we share a fantasy of ideals, surely I too shall share in this growth. And when that happens, my memories may gradually return. And the king's seal upon them may fade, such as where this place is and why the king confined me here. Through research, you gain more power and I regain my memories, and ultimately, we reach the utopia I dreamed of. A mutually beneficial agreement, no? Already your efforts have done much for my research. Now, I wish to assist you. If an archetype has learned a skill, I can make it inheritable by other archetypes. I can show you whenever you'd like. In this way, your encounters will become a source of even greater strength.
Regards.
Let us face these hardships together. I have high hopes for your future endeavors. But yeah, basically, you could have archetypes inherent skills from other archetypes, and this can cover certain pitfalls and weaknesses of the different archetypes. The healer, excelling at magical support, it can restore health, cure status ailments, and cast light magic.
I see.
Study.
Fascinating.
The healer. This is the archetype you sense from Maria's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of a saintly presence who gives strength to others through their love and devotion to life. 1,000 mag is required to channel the healer for the first time. Do you want to awaken it? Yes, please.
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek.
Of course.
Then so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a healer. I hear the voices of heroes' past souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. If thou art prepared to reach out a hand to any in need, even amidst the chaos of battle, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the healer.
Really?
So this is the power of the healer's soul. I feel the power of restoration and light within me. I will help others. For anyone in need, I will do all in my power.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I am going to need the healer for, the dungeon coming up.
I see. Fascinating.
This is the ward. This is the archetype you sense from Stroll's way of life.
This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is the gallant and indomitable champion of the people who fights in the name of the weak. 500 mag is required to channel the warrior for the first time. Do you wish to awaken it? Yeah.
I'm counting on you.
This is the power I seek.
Of course.
And so be it. By shared resolve and honored creed, take new form as a warrior. I hear the voices of past heroes' souls. A worthy heart who tempers anxiety and restraint. If thou art ready to bear thyself and fight with all thine heart, I shall bestow upon thee our soul, the soul of the warrior.
I see.
So this is the power of the warrior soul. This overwhelming strength seems perfect for fighting on the front lines. I will see this through to know my destiny.
Oh.
Well, I see the number of archetypes you have studied has grown. I'm very pleased. My own research is coming along quite nicely, thanks to you. It's not much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Hero's fruit.
New skills, new possibilities.
Inherent skills, will, healer.
All right.
Watch this.
And it'll inherent day, which is weak HP recovery for one ally. Which, yes, it has access to Medi, but that isn't until level 3, and even then, it heals all allies. I may not need to heal all my allies.
Oh.
Yep.
You'll come again.
I need to do a couple things, and then I'm gonna end it.
Sod off. Hey, mister!
Mom got cross with me. She said, don't say bad things about other people. But saying bad things about a therapist is okay. Why is that? Because I don't get in trouble for saying stuff like weird ears or no horn. And so, wait, hold on. You don't have horns either, huh, mister?
You've come
And
at a
that's
good
how it
time.
starts. Kids aren't born bad or rude or mean. Their parents just don't correct them, and it spirals out of control. Okay, I'm not going to say everything because I'm running out of breath here. Basically, he's a mag broker. We could sell excess mag to him in exchange for Reeve, or money. Reeve is the currency. Sorry. Anyways, I really only do it when I'm in a pinch for money, because otherwise we need it for, we need the mag for the archetypes.
Don't miss your chance to sell now.
Isn't that...
Nyum. Gold to be tailed up. Unidentified corpse. We can't do anything to help with that. We should go.
Hey?
Sick that happens.
Stay there.
It seems Sanctifex Forden will be the next king, or so my husband tells me. He has some standing with the Sanctus leadership, you see. He hears all sorts of inside gossip. Incredible. My husband could never.
Hey?
Is that good, though?
You keep away from me. Stay there.
Church and state should be separated, because the problem is when you combine religion and politics, it can get messy. Especially when that religion has a habit of persecuting people for the way they were born.
Yeah, amazing.
You there?
Yes, I do actually have. So he's a Mastari. They have 3 eyes, but they wear boxes around their head because of their religion, which is different from Sanctus.
Yeah, amazing.
It's actually a bit controversial
Oh my.
because sanctism is like Christianity. They
It's
didn't
quite
take
fresh.
kindly to other religions. You know, I just need some fruit cordial. Then I need... Listen,
Fancy a
Dewar.
chat?
It's not just any old water, you know. You won't find such clean, well water anywhere else. My husband goes through loads of trouble bringing it back here. So please don't say it's overpriced.
Oh my.
That's fine.
What now?
Magla Accumulator. A device that gathers Magla crystals too small or impure for use and refines them into Magla crystals of sufficient quality for use in magic and nighters. It has a number of open pipes that extend outward and is sometimes accompanied by a floating terminal device, mainly stationed in areas where large amounts of people gather, such as Grand Tread or other cities. The pipes and floating terminal collect magla from the atmosphere, though the amount collected is marginal because the technology is new. The quality of the crystals produced are a far cry from good, but they are sufficient for igniters and are linked to the increased efficiency in igniter production, which has until now always required natural crystals. Though unpopular with most of the nobility, who see them as an eyesore, they are viewed favorably by most. The main reason being that the crystals produced by sea igniters can be sold. This alleviates the discontent of those who feel deprived of the opportunity to make use of the magla that exists within everyone, as igniters and magic education are too expensive. Sea igniters, I'm assuming, is basically a cigarette. Culture, or currency. The reeve is the standardized unit of currency in the United Kingdom of Ukraine. It comes in several denominations marked by size, shape, and type of coin. It ranges in value from large gold coins to average silver coins to various copper coins for subunit amounts. The largest denomination of reeve is the Ukrainian ingot, or ingot, equivalent to 20,000 reeve. It is rectangular in shape, fitted with a special stone to prevent forgery and rarely seen due to its high value. The Ukrainian gold coin, or gold, equals 5,000 reeve. It is a circular golden coin bearing the likeness of the first king of Ukrainia, who is extolled as the merciful king. Silver coins come in two variations. The first, called silver, is the Ukrainian silver coin equal to 500 reeve. It is round in shape and bears the crest of the Ukrainian royal family. The second, the Regolith silver coin, is a relatively new denomination equal to 1,000 reeve and is commonly known as church silver. It was issued by the crown theocracy to commemorate the state's adoption of sanctism as its official religion and the construction of the Regolith Grand Cathedral. It is the same triangular shape as the Sanctus crest and serves to reinforce the political power of the Sanctus Church. I would also like to note it is exactly double the price or double the power of a coin that represents the Ukrainian royal family. Very interesting. Copper coins have been in circulation across all three countries since before annexation and continue to be used today. There is no uniform value for them, and they're mainly used for exchanging nominal amounts of too small for silver. These quantities, as well as how rare rarely they are counterfeit, have led them to remaining unregulated. All copper coins are round in shape, but feature various designs. The most common coin in circulation is the Ukrainian standard, but there are many featuring geography from Oceania and Ontario as well. The Hushed Honeybee Inn. A tavern and inn located on the back streets of Grand Tread, managed by a therapist named Fabienne that acts as Grius' second base of operations. First floor is known to be an unofficial meeting place for minority tribes to gather and exchange information. Fabienne is generally aware of Grius' covert operations and occasionally even lends her cooperation. At the tavern, Fabienne prepares delectable dishes from her hometown, and her food is highly popular. Redgrass roasted beetle, a culinary specialty from the hometown of Fabienne, hostess of the Hushed Honeybee Inn. Roasted with zesty spices and ringgrass herbs, this aromatic poultry dish is supposedly so addictive one bite will make you crave it for life. Many customers frequent the Honeybee to indulge in this meal alone, a hidden gem of Sunshade Row. $14. I think I could cover 14 next episode. Return to title. But yeah, that's all we're doing.